Dangerous Delta variant now accounts for nearly all new COVID-19 cases in the U.S. Here to answer your questions is Dr. Daniel Korytskis, Chief of Infectious Diseases at Brigham and Women's Hospital. Dr. Korytskis, always appreciate you being here.
Well, happy to be back with you, Erica and Ed.
So the speed of Delta spread has really been staggering. It's gone from 3% of infections to 93 in just 2 months, and we're hearing awful stories about surges in other states. What is the impact right now in our area?
Well, we've certainly seen the same kind of surge in Delta variants here. Now in the New England region, Delta makes up more than 80% of the viruses that are being sequenced from people with newly diagnosed COVID-19.
So, Dr. Korytskis, let me pick up on that. Massachusetts has one of the highest vaccination rates in the country, as we've been reporting. But even here, how difficult has it become for the unvaccinated to avoid infection from the Delta variant? I assume greatly, right?
Well, I actually don't think it's all that hard for people to protect themselves from infection with Delta, even if unvaccinated. You just simply have to do the things we were doing for the months before the vaccine became available. Wear a mask, avoid indoor crowds, don't gather, in places where people are unvaccinated. The problem is many of the people who haven't been vaccinated are also often people who are reluctant to wear a mask.
So the old lesson's the same. Wash your hands, stay socially distant, wear the masks. It still works.
That's right. It'll still be very effective against Delta, but you have to do it consistently.
So, Dr. Korytskis, you've mentioned your granddaughter before. She's too young to get vaccinated. My kids are too. Is your family taking any extra precautions right now to protect her? What should we be doing?
We're just being sensible. They were up visiting over the weekend. I went to the aquarium for a visit, but everybody was wearing a mask. And, we haven't been going out to eat at restaurants with her and being just careful about the people that we're in contact with. And we've been lucky.
Federal health officials have discussed offering an extra dose of vaccine to Americans who may be more vulnerable to the virus. But today, the World Health Organization called for a moratorium on booster shots until the end of September. So do you think it's safe for the U.S. to agree?
I think there are a couple of things that need to be unpacked from the WHO statement. First, the most important thing we need to do is make sure that everybody who's unvaccinated gets vaccinated here in the U.S. and around the world, because that will protect everyone. Second, I think there's a difference between saying whether immunocompromised people who don't respond to the first doses of vaccine should get boosted, as opposed to saying that everybody who got vaccinated should be reboosted. And I think it's that last category that WHO was really talking about when they were suggesting that people hold off on boosting.
All right, thanks for the clarification. Dr. Korytskis, thank you for your time. It's great to see you as always.
Same here.